Alright, you guys, so I'm just gonna get into it. As you know, my last video was basically about my breast reduction, my first surgery. And this one is just basically gonna be telling you about my experience, how it went. So I'm excited. I am officially a D cup. Coming from an F, I was a 40F. Um, and I had my surgery on March the 2nd, so it's been about almost 3 weeks now. So the worst part to me, my opinion, the worst part of my surgery, first things first, the IV. For whatever reason, I was just really scared of the IV. I know that's crazy. I have piercings and tattoos and stuff, but I was still nervous about that one thing. Like, even when you go to get a tattoo or a piercing, you're still nervous about things like that. Be real, you're still nervous. So luckily for me, they couldn't find the vein in my hand, so they ended up putting the IV in my arm, which I was way more comfortable with. And once that was done, I was pretty comfortable like the whole time. I wasn't even worried about the surgery. Forget the surgery. The IV was the main thing I was worried about. Now, after the surgery, what was the worst part was the tubes in each breast, which I came to find out that not all doctors do that, which I think is kind of crazy because that means all that fluid and all that pus and stuff is just floating around in your boobs, and that might also hinder the size that you plan on being. Even though our body naturally flushes stuff like that out, it's just that I feel way more comfortable having the tubes in. And basically, what they do is they put tubes in each side, a small little incision on each side, and then every day you drain the catheters out. Catheters are like these little ball things that they put on you, and you have to keep them on. They're fastened onto your bra, which I'm wearing, and I'll show you in a minute. I don't have the tubes in now. That was one of the worst things ever, to get those tubes taken out. Like, the tape and the tubes, like, it was kind of traumatic. Like, just imagine peeling off a really huge band-aid off of something that's already very sensitive and kind of raw. And then imagine like the noises, the noises of the tubes coming out by themselves was enough to creep me out. Like, the suction, like, oh my gosh, it was the worst. The funny thing was, I wasn't on any pain pills when I went to that doctor's appointment, but after, please believe I was. And I only had the tubes in for like a week. After about a week, you start to notice that the fluid becomes less and less and less. And pretty much once there's barely anything coming out of your catheters, you pretty much don't need to wear them anymore. They take them out. And I also had the the stitches that basically deteriorate on their own. Like, not deteriorate, that's kind of a bad word because it kind of makes it sound like I can't think of the word right now, but when it comes to me, yeah. So okay, getting the tubes taken out was bad. Also, another thing that I'm starting to deal with right now is a sense of confidence is not there like it was before I had the surgery. I know that's crazy. I just got my boobs done and my confidence is down. Reason why is because I don't know. It's like I can't get busy with sore boobs. You know what I mean? It's just the thought of, okay, I'm gonna be out of commission for a while, and ladies, just re-up on those batteries because you might need them. Yeah, it's just the fact that, I don't know. I'm not saying that I do it often, but it definitely just puts you in a sense where, like, oh, I'm too sore to even think about doing anything. So just kind of keep that in mind. That, I don't know. I just feel, I don't know, even after my doctor's visit, I didn't look at my boobs until literally a few days ago. I was too scared because you're so used to looking a certain way. So when all of a sudden your look completely changes, it's like, okay, this is really happening. I kind of have to start over. It's like a new start. So it's like, okay, it's exciting. Like, oh, yay, I get to go bra shopping and I'll be able to find my bra size with no problem. I'll be able to find sexy bathing suits. I'll be able to wear tube tops and certain dresses that I always used to want to wear. But at the same time, it's like, oh God, I can't work out for a while because I have to heal up. Like, I tried to go to work the other day, and it hasn't even been 2 weeks after my surgery, and literally, I work at a salon, by the way, and literally after a few hours I was like, oh, maybe I should have waited. I'm starting to feel like this pressure and like this tension, you know, up in the boob area. And I don't know, it's just a lot that you need to consider. You need time to heal up. You need that time. They say it takes almost a year for them to fully heal, and that means inside and out, not just your stitches, but the actual inside of your breast. It takes about a year, 2 weeks at the least before you go back to work, 2 to 3 weeks, and then 2 months you have to sleep in a bra. Like, that's what my doctor told me. He said sleep in a bra for about 2 months just to keep them supported. I'm going to show you the bra now. By the way, this bra is completely hideous and I can't stand it. Can't wait to be able to wear regular bras. Also going to get into that about what bras you should get. But this is basically the bra. And you can see I still have my padding. Don't mind the little blood spots. I'm not bleeding anymore, but they gave me 2 other bras, so sorry about that. I was eating earlier. But yeah, this is the hideous bra with these straps to make it easy to put on, and it has fastens on the inside as well. This thing is horrible. Like, I can't stand it, but it helps support you. So you just have to put it in your mind, like, okay, I can do this. Like, I can go, what, like a couple months without, you know, worrying about simple stuff that don't really matter. Like, you don't want to do anything to hinder your healing process, because once you do that, it's like you have to start all over, or there are other complications that come with that. Once I take this bra off, I plan on going bra shopping this weekend for sports bras. I think sports bras are going to be the most comfortable solution for someone who's healing after a breast reduction. So I'll probably just buy a bunch of those, and then once I feel like I'm fully healed, you know, to an extent, maybe 2-3 months from now, I'll start wearing regular bras. Right now I believe I'm like a D cup. I don't know the exactual size, maybe like a 40D. Since I was a 40F before, I'm probably like a 40D now. Apparently my doctor took about a pound, a little over a pound out of each breast, which is a lot of weight to be carrying around on your shoulders, especially if you have a pretty active job. But yeah, other than that, everyone in the operating room was really nice. Everyone introduced themselves to me. They had me put on a lot of things. Oh, by the way, if this is your first surgery, just keep in mind that everything as far as piercings, any type of earring has to come out, no matter if it's plastic, no matter if it's stainless steel. All piercings have to come out, all makeup have to come off. You cannot wear tips or nails, no nail polish. They need to be able to see your nail beds on your fingers and your feet to check the blood flow while you're under the operating table. I was kind of mad at that because my last video, if you noticed, I had a snake eye piercing. Now I don't, because it closed up. No matter what I did the next day, it would not go back in. I swear, I'm so mad, but it's something that you can definitely get re-pierced. It's no big deal. They're worried about basically, I don't know, any type of complication that the piercing might cause. They just rather